Man-eater is a term given to some women, but today we'll talk about actual animal predators that got the taste for human flesh and started hunting them down exclusively. These man-eaters paralyzed the regions they inhabited, making people stay inside their homes, but sometimes not even that was a safe place. Let's begin, but first, give this video a like, or I'll kick you in the shins. Would you believe that the slow-moving sloth bear that mostly eats termites, honey, and fruit is one of the most aggressive and dangerous predators on the Indian subcontinent? These animals attack more people on a yearly basis than tigers, leopards, and brown bears. But there was one specific sloth bear, known as the Sloth Bear of Missouri, that got a taste for human meat, and it went on to kill a total of 12 people in the 1950s. Upon seeing humans, the bear would become extremely aggressive and would tear them to shreds with its massive claws. Eventually, after another body was found, they called on famed hunter Kenneth Anderson to kill the man-eater. Anderson had to make 2 trips to India to get the beast, and he was even bedridden for a week after injuring his ankle while trying to save a victim. Eventually, he set up a camp and waited for the beast in an area he was known to visit. After 6 hours, the bear showed up and reared up on his hind legs, giving Anderson a clean shot that he took him out with. In total, the bear attacked 36 people, killing 12 and partially eating 3, which is rare for a sloth bear to eat a lot of meat. This tigress was actually taking vengeance after a poacher killed its mate. The first hunter to show up managed to wound the beast, but failed to finish the terrifying animal. Eventually, Kenneth Anderson was called upon again after 13 people had already been killed by the angry and vengeful tiger. Anderson set off on its trail after a man was attacked in a village. He found the body of the man deep in the forest. He decided to set up a ledge directly above the man and wait for the tiger to return to feed on the body. The tiger turned out to be smarter, as within several hours the tiger appeared, but it was behind Anderson, ready to pounce. Anderson managed to take a shot and took the tiger's ear off. Anderson then went home, but came back after 2 more people were killed. He set up in a temple where the tigress had been heard calling. He imitated that call, and when the tigress showed up, he took the shot and killed it instantly with a shot between the eyes. The tiger ended up with a kill count of 15 people in the 1950s. A pair of Bengal tigers, known as the Tigers of Chowgar, had in total more than 64 kills. At first, the tigress hunted alone, but was eventually joined by her subadult cub. The first kill was of a man in the village of Dalkania in 1925. Some men went to complain to the unlucky victim, but were only able to find his dead sheepdog. Eventually, they found the man's body 100 meters away from the hut. In 1929, after various more kills, Jim Corbett was brought in to hunt them down. He first found the cub eating on a fresh cow carcass and took its life, believing that it might be the mother. Upon the death of the cub, the mother became much less effective as it was not able to take down a human as easily by herself. Corbett tried 3 times to bring down the man-eater, and it took over a year, but finally, on the 3rd trip, he set up a buffalo as a trap. He was notified that the tiger was seen and went looking for it. He came upon the tiger and killed it from a distance of 8 feet. In the end, the tiger was checked out, and it was concluded that it hunted the easier human targets because they had broken claws and canine teeth. It still managed to kill 64 people in over 60 years. Modern-day Zambia was terrorized by a lion known as the white lion for its light fur, or its other name, Ching Chi Charlie, in 1909. The lion became legend, and it was easily recognizable by its light color and also for having only half a tail. The beast was only active for a year, but in that time, he joined forces with 2 other lions, and in total they managed to hunt down 90 people, even killing a hunter that was sent out to hunt him. The lion managed to escape many traps and setups during its year of destruction. He would break down through walls of the huts of the villagers and would rush into doorways. He was eventually shot and killed by a gun trap. There used to be a lot more leopards in the Golis Mountains in Somaliland back in the 1890s, when a leopard thought to be a panther killed more than 100 people. The panther would specifically haunt the Merso ledge of the Golis range. It would set up and hide in a dark jungle path, just waiting to pounce on anybody walking by. There was a rock in that spot that actually looked like a panther, and that's exactly where the panther would jump down from. Not much else is known about this creature, but hunter H.G.C. Wayne wrote about this deadly man-eater. The leopard of Rudraprayag roamed this land, killing 125 people over 8 years after starting in 1918 in India. People were deathly afraid to walk out at night, but that was of little protection, as this leopard had so much taste for human meat that he would break down doors, leap through windows, claw through mud walls, before dragging them out and eating them. Basically, there was nowhere to hide. The British military tried many times to hunt the animal down, setting up traps and even trying to poison it, but nothing worked. Jim Corbett was contacted after 8 years of pure horror, and he tracked and killed the leopard after 10 weeks on the hunt. Corbett believes that this leopard became a man-eater after bodies were left unburied during various epidemics. The Kenyan region of Tsavo was witness to two of the worst lion man-eaters in history. These two lions joined forces, and in just 8 months, in 1898, they managed to kill 135 people. The British started building the railway bridge over the Tsavo River, which was the only water source for a parched landscape. The workers would stay on the site, and at night, the lions would come in and take people from their tents. Eventually, the workers erected thorn fences that decreased the attacks considerably, but eventually, John Patterson set out on hunting the lions. He baited an empty railroad car and finally managed to shoot down both beasts, ending their reign of terror. Now we have a huge male Nile crocodile from Burundi who is credited with killing over 300 people, and guess what? He still hasn't been captured. He still roams the Ruzizi River and Lake Tanganyika. He is estimated to be over 18 feet long. Many hunters have tried to get him, and he is now recognizable by 3 bullet scars on his body. Teams have tried to capture the beast, but with no luck, and there was even a story that he had been killed in 2019, but the story is not confirmed. Thus the creature roams, killing people and sometimes just leaving the corpses, as he has plenty to eat in that area. Basically killing for the sport, and he is known as Gustav the crocodile. This is where the kills take a huge jump, as we have the Leopard of Pannar being responsible for the death of 400 people in Kumaon in North India. The well-known hunter Jim Corbett was the one who ended this man-eater's life in 1910. Nobody in the region would dare face the creature, as firearms were very rare in the area, and it was a very remote area of India as well. The leopard would attack villagers coming back home, or just plain out go into their homes and eat them at leisure. Corbett set up a goat as bait, and as he sat in a tree surrounded by black thorns, when the leopard showed, instead of going for the easy meal, the goat, he instead tried to get through the horns and get Corbett. He eventually stopped and went for the goat, at which time Corbett took a shot and injured the creature. The next day, they tracked the leopard and found it to be even more savage, rushing at Corbett, who took a couple of shots and killed the man-eater. The deadliest single man-eating predator is the Champawat Tiger, who roamed the Kumaon region of India and Nepal. This tiger roamed from the end of 1900s and early 20th century, killing over 436 people. The man who finally killed her was none other than the hero, Jim Corbett, who took her down in 1907. The tiger first started killing people in Nepal, but after hunters and even the Nepalese army went after her, she went to the Kumaon region and continued her path of destruction. The tigress mostly hunted women and small children as they went into the forest to forage. Corbett came in and tracked one of the tiger's kills and was nearly ambushed by the beast, but managed to scare it off with gunshots. He gathered up the villagers, and 300 joined in to finally kill the tiger. He had to shoot the tiger several times to finally take her down. This was another tiger that most likely started hunting humans since he had broken canine teeth, preventing her from hunting her natural prey. Would you be willing to join a posse and go hunt down a man-eater? Many times, somebody in that group turns out to be the bait. So I would probably just stay home. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you next time.